Hello and happy Monday. It's time for another Get Hooked on Strategy with me, LT. And this is the weekly check-in where we are getting hooked on strategy and making it a habit and not a chore. And the whole purpose of this is to stay committed, keep it in the forefront, keep us having direction, and help us leverage our strategy to be productive and prioritize and get things done. So first thing we always start with is checking out the strategic calendar. We're going to look at what we have on deck. So we've done our transaction checks for last week. I actually started working with a new CPA and had to do a little bit more of just the transaction check and did some updates according to his suggestions. And then so this Friday we have coming up, or during this week, it's just on Friday as a reminder, but sometime throughout the week to do our risk review. Again, this isn't the full-blown annual or biannual risk process. We are just looking at what we have and seeing if we have anything that needs to change, any triggers, any events. This is a monthly thing that we want to do. And again, this is about making it a habit. Every month, we're kind of just taking a real quick look at it. It shouldn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes, and make sure that there are no surprises, especially when it comes to risk, and not waiting 6 months to put something on that should be there now. And since we don't have any other big tasks, I did do a communications plan that I want to fit into my strategy somehow. I'll be sharing that in the next couple of weeks, but for now I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, is to test out. There are many, many softwares out there that companies that do strategic planning, not for you, but organize it. And I want to test this out to see if this is overkill, especially for a sole proprietor or small business, or if this is really helpful. It's very expensive. So I want to take advantage of their free trial and share with you what I think about it and see if it's worth it. If you're a large company, this might be, again, if it's something that will help you to make strategy a habit, then maybe it's something that's worth looking into. But there's also several of these companies, so I want to start with this one. I like the look of their website, and I just realized I'm not screen sharing, so you have no idea what I'm looking at. So let me go over to screen share really quick, make a stop at the calendar. This is what we're talking about. Every Monday, we're checking in, and then we're looking at the calendar. Like I said, we did the transaction check last week. This week, we're going to look into our risk review, and then I'm going over to the OnStrategy website. And as you can see, they are expertise and software to achieve your organization's vision. Success and strategy requires putting the right planning experts on your team and software to manage execution. Now, if you're a team of one, that's you. So what we want to do is kind of look around the website, see what they have to offer. Again, they have the dashboards. We tested out MicroStrategy previously. Because it's a data software, it's a little bit intensive for just wanting to manage your operations in your dashboard. So maybe something like this that is, as you can see right here, your key performance indicator scorecard. That's the balanced scorecard we were looking for in MicroStrategy. Maybe this is more the way, but they don't have a free desktop version like MicroStrategy does. So there's always the trade-offs. One of the things I will do this week is take this quick tour. I have already done this. If you want to check in, one of the things about a company like this is you can always, especially now if it's something you can't afford and perhaps you might think about in the future, go ahead and start signing up for their emails now and learn what you can learn from them. They share lots of insights. Maybe you think it's crazy I'm sharing a quote-unquote competitor. Again, nobody, in my mind, when I teach business strategy, nobody is a competitor. They're a comparison. They're somebody for me to learn from. And if you're a big company that needs something like this, I don't offer this, so we're not competing in that sort of way. So they have all of these solutions. The dashboard is a big part of what I want to be able to, if you're a larger company, you want to cascade your vision down through your departments. So this is going to take some training. You will need to not only purchase it, start it, you'll have to have a training plan. You'll have to learn to get your managers on board, and it's a culture thing. If you want people to start using something like this and they're used to using spreadsheets, you're going to have to shift that culture into using this technology. And I'm sure that they have resources on here to help with that. On-site team training, strategic planning facilitation. This is something that I'm interested in. So they have teams to help you with this stuff. Again, depending on your organization, the size of your organization, the complexity of your strategic plan, and the grandeur of your vision, this may or may not be the right size fit for you. Let's pop over to pricing. We'll look at their starting plan is $650 a month. It's not insane, but it's not super cheap either. So if you're not a company that is going to, the point here would be to have this help you be that much more effective, to leverage this to be that more productive, that you will be bringing in at least $650 or more a month to justify paying for it. If it helps you to realize one more level of success, one more client, then hey, probably it's worth it. So this week, if you are interested in this type of thing, go ahead and take a look around this website, read some more about this. If not, tune back in next week. I'll tell you what I think of it. It's a 14-day trial, so we will probably have this going for the next week or two, or I might skip it next week and then come back in another week. But this is what I'm going to do today. This is my homework, is to go ahead and sign up for their 14-day free trial. And when I do that, I'm going to pop over to my phone and put a reminder. I always do this, good practice, so you don't get billed for things you don't want. Even if you're able to contact them and say, hey, that was a mistake, that's a waste of your time. So use the resources in your phone, your reminders effectively. And so I have reminders lists. I'm going to go in here and tell myself that I need to make a decision on this within 14 days. Give myself a reminder before the 14th day, which would be June 3rd. I need a reminder. So anyway, that's OnStrategy. It looks really nice. I hope to one day be able to fit something like this into my solutions if I haven't already found a different solution, because I'm going to not only test them, I'm going to test others. And so that's it for today. Keep on working your strategy, help it leverage everything that you do, daily, monthly, weekly tasks, and we'll check in and see you next week. Have a good one.